Hello, good day, my dear friends. It's another fine day and it's another opportunity to be with you here. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Dr. Josiah Ando. And today I want us to discuss another very important subject. How can I have a miracle in my marriage? Marriage is nice, and a lot of people enjoy good marriage. But there are also some they don't really enjoy marriage the way they should. But if you would have a miracle in your marriage, then it means that there are certain things that need to fall in place in order for you to enjoy it fully. And these are the things that today I want us to talk about. And I am taking a story from the Bible in Jesus' first miracle, which he performed at a marriage ceremony in Cana. We are told, John chapter 2, from verse 1, we are told on the third day there was a marriage ceremony in Cana of Galilee, and Jesus' mother was there. Now, apart from being told that Jesus' mother was there, verse 2 we are told, and Jesus and his disciples were also invited. And then from verse 3 we are told, when their wine was finished, Jesus' mother came to Jesus and then told him, they have no wine. And then, of course, he answered, what is that to me, woman? My time has not yet come. But eventually, we are told that the mother of Jesus told the servants, whatever he tells you, do it. And then they followed him and they filled the pots, the water pots, with water. We are told that they filled these water pots to the brim. And then the miracle was performed. Jesus asked them to take it to the MC to taste it. He tasted and realized that it was sweet wine. And the Bible says that was Jesus' first miracle. You know the story. It's a popular story. What lessons can we learn? And I'm presenting to you 3 lessons that you can apply in your marriage in order to experience the kind of miracles that we see in this story. And so how can you experience a miracle in your marriage? Number 1, remember to invite Jesus into your marriage. We are told that on the third day there was a wedding and Jesus' mother was there. The fact that Jesus' mother is there is not an automatic presence of Jesus. We are told Jesus and his disciples were also invited. Now, what that means is that you would have to invite Jesus into your marriage. You don't have to take it for granted. The fact that some important person is in your marriage or is connected to your marriage does not mean Jesus is there. He would have to be invited into your marriage. That is to say, you would have to make a conscious effort to make sure you have God at the center of your marriage. You have to pray constantly. You have to read the Bible together with your partner, with your wife, with your husband. Make sure you do devotion together. And that is how you invite Jesus into your marriage. So the first point is that ensure that you invite Jesus into your marriage. The second point is what we hear Mary telling the servants. You see, in marriage, there will be a time when the wine will finish. Just like the wedding in Cana, when their wine got finished, Mary came to Jesus. She told the servants, whatever he tells you, do it. And that is the second point I want to mention to you. How can you experience a miracle in your marriage? When your wine, the sweetness of the marriage, begins to diminish, come to Jesus and do whatever he tells you. When the wine, the sweetness is finished, remember to come to Jesus. Remember that he has been invited. Remember he is part of your marriage, and come to him. And when you come to him, whatever he tells you, do it. And by whatever he tells you do, I am talking about what is in the Bible about marriage. Husbands, love your wives. Wives, submit to your husbands. These are important principles of marriage which he has put in his word. So whatever he tells you, do it. And what that means is that you would have to do everything that the Bible says about your role as a husband, your role as a wife, your role of ensuring that there is love, there is understanding, there is peace in the home, has to be performed. And then there can be a miracle in the marriage. Like I said, there will be times that the wine will finish, the sweetness will finish, the money, the sexual excitement, the body that you love, these will diminish, these will reduce. But don't forget to do everything that Jesus asks you to do. Point number 3. When Jesus asked the servants to fill the pots, the Bible says they filled the pots to the brim. And that is the last point I want to give you. When whatever it is that you do in your marriage, do it to the brim. You would have to give off your very best in marriage. You would have to make sure you do everything possible as a human being. You see, divinity is not summoned to do what humanity can do. God will not do for you what you ought to do. You would have to do your human parts. You would have to give off your very best, and then God will bless your best with a miracle. God is ready to bless your marriage with children, but you'd have to have sex with your husband. You would have to have sex with your wife. Because children will not come from the vacuum. So you have to give your best. So God would expect that you fill the water pots with water to the brim before he can turn that water into wine. God is ready to turn your water into wine, but you would have to fill the water pots. You don't expect him to fill the water pots. So how can you experience a miracle in your marriage? Number 1, invite Jesus into your marriage. Number 2, whatever he tells you, do it. And number 3, whatever you do in the marriage, do your best. Give your human best. And if we abide by this, we are going to have a miracle-filled marriage. Once you do this, expect a miracle. Your marriage will be blessed by God, and you will be happy with your husband. You will be happy with your wife. Thank you once again for listening to me. Thank you for joining me once again. Until we meet again, this has been Dr. Josiah Andor, your love and life consultant. I would entreat you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. When you subscribe, remember to click on the bell so that you will receive notifications anytime I post a new video. Also leave a comment and like the video, and remember to share with others because we all need to learn. Thank you for doing this. God bless you. Bye-bye.